we're going to move to the next one where they say that they want us to find the coordinates of what? The coordinates of B. Guys, remember they told us that D is the midpoint, right? So if D is the midpoint, we can use the midpoint formula to find the coordinates of B. Right. So now, remember that to find the x coordinates of D, we need to find, let me quickly write it down here. We can move to the, okay. I'm going to write it here and say that this is 1.1.2.3. So guys, how did we find the midpoint of that line? Let's go back to this. To find the midpoint of this, the midpoint D, that 5, how did we find 5? We said the x of B, we add it with what? With the x of C. Therefore, the answer that we get, we divide it by 2, it should give us what? That 5, which is the midpoint. So, to answer this one, what about the y coordinate? We took the x or the y of B, we add it with the y of C. The answer that we get, we should do what? We should divide by 2, and the answer should give us 2, which is the y coordinates of D. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to rewrite that equation this side and say, we said the x of B plus the x of C divided by 2, they should give us an answer of what? They should give us an answer of 5. Then the y of B added to the y of C, the answer divided by 2 should give us what? The y coordinates of D. So now remember, we have what? We have the x of C. It is given, which is 6. I have the x of C, which is 6. So where there's x of C, we're going to substitute 6. Everything divided by 2. This is equal to 5. Then now, what we can do is that we can cross multiply because we are trying to isolate B. We can write this equation as x B plus 6 is equal to 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 5 is 10. So our aim is to isolate x of B because we are looking for the x coordinate. This will give us 10. The 6 will come this side to be negative 6. 10 minus 6, that will give us 4. Therefore, we know that the x of B will be what? Positive 4. I'm sorry, 10 minus 6 is positive 4. So we do the same to find the corresponding y value of B. I'm going to say that I cross multiply and write this thing as what? I can say that I can write the y of B as what? The y of B plus the y of C. Let's substitute the y of C. The y of C we said is minus 3. So this tells me that where there's y of C, I'm going to put minus 3. So it's going to be yb minus 3. Right. Yb minus 3. So this will be yb minus 3. It's equals to 2 times 2 is 4. We have to solve for what? We have to solve for y of b. So y of b is equal to 4. The 3 will come this side to be positive. Therefore, the y of b is equal to 7. This is how you find the coordinates of b. Therefore, b will be 4, which is the x coordinate, and 7, which is the y coordinate. Which is true, guys. Can you all see that b is in quadrant 1? So both of the coordinates should be positive. This is how you find the value of b. So now, before we move to the next question, I need to check, guys. Do you guys have any question based on this one? Do you guys understand what we did on this question?
Yes, sir.
I got lost. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yuhan, I'm listening.
I got lost in this question, sir.
Okay, which part? Do you want me to start it from scratch?
Yes. Start.
Okay. So now, let's go back. Yuhan, remember, how do we find D? How do you find the coordinates of D? Remember they said that D is what? D is the midpoint. Let's write down the midpoint formula. The midpoint formula is what? It's x2 plus x1 divided by 2 is to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. This is the midpoint formula. This is how we find the coordinates of D. Can you agree with me on that?
Yes, sir.
So now the midpoint will be what? Remember already we have the midpoint, which is D, and the coordinates are 5 and 2. Right, so what I'm going to do now, remember if I say, how did I get this 5? To get this 5, I set the x, I have to add x1 and x2 on this line. So let's call this thing x of b, then we have what? Y of b. So to find the midpoint of this, I have to say to add my x1 and x2, which is the x of what? The x of b, I need to add it with the x of c, which is 6. Divide this by 2. It is this equation, right? So now, the answer that I get here, I must get 5. Are you with me on that?
Yes, sir.
So now the next thing is to do what? Is to solve for b. So solving for b, remember this is all over 1. So basically we just cross multiply. We treat this thing I can say, it's like saying xb times 1 because we are cross multiplying. SB times 1 will give us SB. 6 times 1 will give us positive 6, which is equal to 2 times 5 is 10. So now the next thing is to do what? Is to make the x of b subject of the formula. So making the x of b subject of the formula, 6 will come this side to be negative 6. And 10 minus 6 will give us 4. Are you with me on that? Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So now, should I do the y coordinates, or now you understand what is going on this problem?
Yes, I understand.
100%.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, anyone, do you guys have any question on this one?
No, sir.
Okay, it's very important, guys, to ask questions. Right,